That was our guest there, Mark Lester, testing how sturdy the desk was by slamming his very attractive knee into it. I'm not saying that his other knee isn't attractive. I haven't looked, but if you...
My left one is my best one.
You spoiled the mystery, then. I was going to say it's an incentive to go and see your show, because then they might be able to see your knee, and then they'll go, oh, they can decide for themselves.
True.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Hello.
My show.
Funny, I should not be talking about that. Let's talk about that, shall we? So, you're part of the Wandsworth Art Fringe, or Arts Fringe, is that correct?
Arts Fringe, yes. The Wandsworth Arts Fringe, which is on at the moment, and I think it's till the end of the month. It features all sorts of weird and wonderful things, drama, music, comedy, art, all sorts of things. But
of which you are part of that?
Of which I am part of. Which part? Yes.
With a humorous bit?
Hopefully, yes.
That's the idea that you're going for?
Yes, I think so. I'm trying.
Okay, so what is the name of your show?
My show is called Mark Lester Steps Aboard.
Ah, is it nautical?
You might say that, because it's actually on board a boat.
Literally?
Literally.
Wow.
Literally on board a boat. I
won't ask you what floats your boat, but obviously the songs that you sing are ones that excite you.
Yes. Well, no, I'm rather bored with them, but you might like them.
I like the songs that bore me. That's what the name of the show should be. Like
Mark Lester Gets Bored, in
fact. Oh, yes, on board. But I'm on board with this. So what songs, who do you homage, or do you sing proper songs?
I sing, well, I've been writing music for years and years and years and years, but I got into sort of doing comedy stuff about 8 or 9 years ago, and I sort of find it easier in a way to do the lyrics, because it's all about rhyming and just being silly, and I don't take it too seriously. So and I did I sort of worked with other people a bit. I did my first solo show in 2011 as part of the Camden Fringe, and I've done, this will be my fifth performance at the Battersea Barge, which is the aforementioned boat.
Do they spring it loose when you're on the boat? Is it what's it called, moored?
It's moored.
So it doesn't wander off. That'd be great.
No, it is a bit disconcerting when the tide comes in the middle of a song, though. You know, you think, what's happening there?
So do you mainly sort of sing on bits of transport? Have you done it on a plane or a car, or I don't know, a very small tricycle? The Tricycle Theatre in Kilburn? No. You should. This should be a tour. You should forget like going from venue to venue. You're starting off with a boat. Then you should do what's bigger than a boat? A bigger boat, I guess.
A ship.
I like Lulu is over there, and she's mouthing something to me as if like, no, don't let people not know that you don't know the size of a. I don't know. What were you saying, Lulu? Sorry to interrupt the interview.
It's a yacht. A yacht? Isn't it a big boat? It's a yacht.
A yacht is bigger than a big boat.
I don't know.
Okay, well, there you are. I'm glad she's here for this information. So, talking about information, this Thursday, I believe.
This Thursday, it's at the Battersea Barge. Doors open 7 o'clock, performance 8 o'clock, and I have some wonderful guest performers as well as myself. I have my good friend GJ, who's a singer, comedian. She'll be doing some of her own stuff.
We should have her on the show.
We should have her on the show.
Hello, CJ. GJ.
Okay. Rumour has it she'll be performing a brand new song, what she's written.
Okay, yes.
I'll be performing some brand new stuff, what I've wrote.
Yeah.
And I also have... wonderful... Have I said wonderful enough?
You can say it. Yep.
I have a wonderful...
You can only say it one more time.
I have
amazing, marvellous,
fabulous, fantastic a cappella group called Breathing Space.
Okay.
Who are going to be doing some stuff. With a
cappella stuff, I don't know how it started. Did someone have their their instruments stolen? You know, we're going to have to sing this by ourselves. Is that how it started? Because there's so many, or is it just cheap to do? Because you don't need to buy a double bass or a flute.
It is cheap to do, and I think it was probably the other way around when you think about it. People probably started singing before they thought we could
go out and buy a guitar, go down to like cash converters and buy some drums, and you're thinking, you know what, we don't need to, guys. We've all got beautiful singing voices.
Yes, that's what a lot of people do think, I think.
Well, you have a beautiful singing voice.
Oh, thank you.
No, I think, do people think that?
Right.
I've not witnessed it. But people, if you're not sure whether he has...
Yes, if you're not, well, come and see for yourselves.
I was going to say the same thing, yes.
Book tickets on the Wandsworth Fringe website, which is probably wandsworthfringe.com or something.
We'll get in trouble for that. Yes, Wandsworth Fringe.
Oh, sorry. Wandsworth Arts Fringe. And it's this Thursday, 11th of May, at the Battersea Barge. And
That's it. Is there any more information you can think of it?
No, but you'll have a wonderful time, and you'll hear some brand new material. And I'm on YouTube. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, I think we just did. I can't stop you now. It's happened.
Right.
But my stuff's on YouTube as well. Is that advertising YouTube? Other video things are available, but they're not very good, as in Dailymotion and Vimeo and other places. Pardon?
There's Vimeo, isn't
Vimeo's more arty, yes.
Yeah.
And Dailymotion is sneaky, because there's things they take off YouTube, but they put it onto Dailymotion. I shouldn't have said that. Like, if you're watching The Goodies, which I like to watch, they're not on YouTube anymore, because the BBC took them off, but you can find them on Dailymotion. I didn't say that.
This is breaking copyright. That's bad.
I didn't do it. It's not my fault. Anyway, you keep interrupting his interview. That's bad.
Sorry.
But what is good? That's okay. But what is good is you do poetry as well.
Yes, because there isn't room for my keyboard in here, so I'm not going to sing. But I have written some things which were going to be songs, and then I decided they were better without music. So I thought I'd do one of them now.
We shall leave you to it.
Thank you. Well, this is of local interest, actually, as you'll hear, and it was a subject that I'd been brooding on for a while, and I like rhymes, and this was a sort of challenge to myself to see if I could rhyme something that was very difficult to rhyme. Anyway, it goes something like this. I met a man at a function. We stood and had a natter, see? He told me Clapham Junction is actually in Battersea. Oh, yes, he said, that station that's the busiest in the land, near Debenhams, the Falcon, and the place they call the Grand, which at rush hour is full of stressed commuters making haste, in terms of its nomenclature, has always been misplaced. You see, when it was opened back in 1869, poor Battersea was down at heel, but Clapham rather fine. The railway firms believed that if they made it sound more posh, they'd get a better class of punter and a load more dosh. And so, with no compunction, just as if it didn't matter, see, they named it Clapham Junction, even though it was in Battersea. How fascinating, I replied, and tried to edge away. It's true what people say, that you learn something every day. Still, I must make a move. Hang on, he said. Before you go, please try to pass the message on now you are in the know. Oh, I'm aware that my wish for appropriate appellation is of something of no interest to most who use that station. In fact, when trying to educate the nation's sons and daughters, you may find yourself having to pour oil on troubled waters. But whether you spread that unction on a stormy or a flatter sea, the fact is Clapham Junction is undoubtedly in Battersea. Besides, the place is famous, I'm sure everyone agrees. There was the 60s TV play, and that hit song by Squeeze. You're welcome at the store that used to be Arding and Hobbs, unless you're a rioter who rampages and robs, while shoppers, tired travellers, and real ale experts all can quench their thirst at England's longest bar in the aforementioned Falcon. And there are music studios inside the railway arches where you can practice rock or country, jazz, waltzes or marches. But whether you like punk, Sinead O'Connor, or take that, a C chord played in Clapham Junction is really played in Battersea. So when I hear folk ignorantly call the area Clapham, I must admit I have a powerful urge to go and slap 'em. Of course I don't do that. I simply raise my eyes to heaven and sigh. It's not SW4, it's SW11. We must give things their proper name or there will be disorder. It isn't till you reach the common that you cross the border. To get there you can take a 35 or 37, but this is no more Clapham than it's Somerset or Devon. Oh, you may think I'm drunk, shun me and call me a mad hatter. See if I care. Clapham Junction is most definitely in Battersea.
Hey! Wow. We've gone all classy. That was Mark Lester, whose show will be on next Thursday at the, a little floating venue. What was the name of the floating venue again?
The Battersea Barge.
Battersea Barge, brilliant. And here's a jingle, and then later on we will have our next instalment of Dr. Wahizo and possibly some more poetry. If that was... Oh, hello. Oh, it's a jingle. It's a jingle in the studio. I'm going to get it. I got it. Got it. There you go. Stop killing jingles, honestly. Right now, talking of the opposite of killing jingles, whatever that means, we have going to have a very short poem or a long... Is that half an hour on this one, or is it just a few minutes?
Just a few minutes.
I think we've got enough time for that. We've got another poem. This is Mark Lester, by the way, who is doing a show at the Wandsworth Arts Fringe this Thursday, I believe, at...
the Battersea Barge.
What time?
8 o'clock, doors open 7, you can eat there, and it is a barge, it's a boat, it's a lovely venue.
Yeah, I've forgotten how much it is. How much is it to go and see your marvellous show?
It's £10 if you book in advance online, plus £1 booking fee.
But it's going to be good. How long is the show? I've got to ask.
It's I see. I don't
know. No, it's 10 minutes or no?
It's a couple of hours.
Wow, so that's good. So they break in the middle, probably.
Yes, break. Guest artists.
Oh, wow, brilliant.
GJ, my friend who does
that's confusing. I thought
comedy.
You said DJ. You mean GJ?
GJ, yes. Yeah? And Breathing Space, who are a wonderful a cappella group, and it's all going to be fabulous, and there'll be some brand new material.
Of which this is now the thing that's new now?
This isn't new, actually.
It is new to us. We've never heard it before.
That's true. That's true.
Exciting.
Yes. This is actually a song, but I've performed it a couple of times as a song, but it didn't really work as a song because it was quite hard to sing, so I decided it works better. So although I'm going to speak it, you hear the word song, you have to imagine it's a song.
Okay, so imagine that you're singing and imagine that we're listening.
And it's a song about list songs. You know, a lot of songs are list songs, and it's a good way of, if you can't think of lyrics, make a list. So this is about that. Sometimes it's hard to write a song. The words just will not come. You struggle over one for hours, and still you are struck dumb even. But there is something that's a help to every lyricist, that saviour of the songwriter, the list. Lists. We all love lists. People have been making them since way back in the mists. The style of music changes, but the love of lists persists. It's a pity that no comprehensive list of lists exists. So, let's begin to make a list of ditties which consist in whole or part in verse or chorus of some sort of list. You'll find a lot of lists in our traditional songs and airs, The Holly and the Ivy, Widdicombe and Scarborough Fairs. Cole Porter wrote a lot of them. There's one in every show, from Alpha to Omega and But in the Morning No, Well Did You Ever, Farming, It's Still Lovely, Riding High, Let's Do It, You're the Top. And now let's bid Porter goodbye. The list of conquests by the Don that Leporello sings. Reasons to be Cheerful, Part 3, My Favourite Things. Then there is a work that never fails to impress, the Lord High Executioner's Song. That's by G&S. Let's keep going with the list now we've got this far. Mambo number 5, Ain't Got No, All the Things You Are, Sun in Morning, Moon at Night, and Where'd You Get Your Kicks? Not in Old Manhattan, but out on Route 66. I Can Sing a Rainbow, though you might think that a naff old song. Then there's Thank You Very Much, remember that, the Scaffold song. The Beautiful South one that has a list of names of women, and one by my friend David. I wanted to fit him in. There must be many more of them. Let's have another look. Let's call the whole thing off. These Foolish Things, my colouring book. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, can you name them all? The Slow Train and the Elements, A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. Mad Dogs and Englishmen, Pencil Full of Lead. Forever Young, We Didn't Start the Fire. And now I think I've said enough, though I expect you have your favourites and I'll miss one. And what's the very latest list of all? Of course it's this one. This list is quite a long list, though I'm sure you could find better. You could say, I suppose, that listing lists is going meta. If any of you in the audience are archivists, I hope this song will feature in a list of lists of lists. And though I may have made you grit your teeth and clench your fists, I hope that you'll forgive me and not be perfectionists. You see, I've been quite busy and I wrote this song in haste. I ought to check the lists with which this list of lists is laced. In fact, I have my doubts about the merits of this song. I won't sign it Mark Lester. Lester list is listed wrong. So maybe I will close before my tongue completely twists. And thank you all for listening to me list this list of schedules, registers and charts, sums that are greater than their parts, rosters and enumerations, gatherings, concatenations, tables, rolls, itemizations, words in vertical formations, inventories, catalogues and lists.
Wow, there you go. Very impressed. Now, are you going to be doing that? I was wondering, because you said that was going to be a song.
It was going to be.
What sort of song? I can't imagine that would be like a slow reggae song, or something sort of a hard, fast sort of hip-hop frenzy. What would it have been?
Well, it was a sort of patter song with a silly little tune, but which was a bit, but so, I mean, you have to do it quite fast, but because when you're trying to sing it as well as get the words out, people don't hear the words, really. And I kept changing key to make it more interesting, and it went up too high, so I thought...
Does that often happen? Hang on, the weather's affected now. Hang on a sec. So just keep going, it's all right.
Right, okay.
So basically, tell me more about singing. So that's fine. Just don't mind the weather. Right. Yes. It's happening again now. Oh, right, I'm sorry, but Dave, could you close that window? We just try and close the window there. It's going to try and do that. Sorry about that. It's just, it happens occasionally. I got really bad wind. I've really apologised. Do continue. Do keep talking about the song.
The song. Well,
oh, it's happening again. Could we just sort that out? Just find the moving along. Lulu, could you try that one there?
Oh yeah, I'll get this draft excluder.
So do go on. That's fine. That's all good.
So
I'm not sure what this is. Have we got...
Storm is a brewing.
It is definitely there. We're going to try and... We've got... Oh, blimey, sorry about that. We've got our trainee guy. What was his name again? Ayaz. Could you close that door? Yeah. He's going to do that for you now. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Brilliant round of applause. I can't believe that's not butter. It isn't. He's brilliant. It's really good. So you were saying, you probably don't want to talk about singing now, but one last advert for your show. So, when is it?
It's this coming Thursday, which is the 11th of May. Okay. There are still tickets available. Book online. It's cheaper. Wandsworth Arts Fringe.
Go away, wind. Hang on. Do the door again. Ready? He's good. Look at that. That was very, very professional. Okay, so just tell us about the show before we have to wrap up the show. So, next Thursday.
This Thursday. 11th of May. Battersea Barge.
Yeah.
Doors open 7. Performance starts at 8. You can eat. You can have a...
I can do all those things.
Yes. Well,
but I can eat if I get there as well.
Yes, you can.
That's brilliant.
And it's a wonderful venue.
Yes.
And I've got some wonderful guests. And it's going to be fantastic.
That's great. Okay.
I might even look in myself.
Yeah, you might even be there as well. Hooray. Well, big round of applause, I think, to our amazing guest today.